guys, welcome on Loud TV. It's Amy, and today I'm with Richard or Richard. I don't know how we should pronounce that because that does not sound Italian. Anyway, from Lacuna Coil. Hi,
Hello everyone.
how are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm having a little break from festivals, like 10 days break, and tomorrow we are leaving for Turkey.
Okay,
I don't know when you guys will be watching the interviews, but yeah,
yeah, a bit later. So, how's the tour with Lacuna Coil?
it's doing very good. I mean, it's a very long year because we are promoting the new album, Sleepless Empire, which came out in February. And yeah, it's a very long and intense run. I mean, we started from US, Latin America, Canada back in it was February. We came back in like May, so it was super long. A lot of flights, a lot of shows, and then we did like 14 festivals, 15 festivals. I have no idea. I don't remember. And we have a Euro tour coming.
Yes,
So yeah,
you'll
it's
be
gonna
back
be
in
two
France.
months long. Yeah.
You'll be back in France, right?
Yeah, after many years.
Mm. And we saw you this summer at Motocultor, of course.
Yep,
That was
yep.
great. How is it? Because just talking about the tour, a bit more general, how is it for a European band to tour? Because actually, you said you toured in America, you are going to go to
Yeah.
Asia.
Hmm.
For European band, it's not that easy, just like for American band that come to Europe, actually. So
Yep.
the economy of touring is quite complex. So how is it for you?
Okay. Oh, well, our last proper tour in Europe was in 2019. So it was very long ago. I mean, we did something last year. We played a show in France and then we did a UK run. But yeah, Europe for us it's missing for years nowadays. So and yeah, touring here for me it's super fun because I mean I don't want to be rude towards American, but I mean we have a lot of different cities, and in the US, sometimes everything tend to be the same. You know, you feel like you're always in the same place. I mean the shows are great. I have to admit that in the US, everything is more well organized. Let's say they have a different culture on live music
Mhm.
than Europe. I'm not saying Europe is bad, of course, but it's two different things. When you go to America, you are expecting 100% super cool organization. When you're coming to Europe, you're expecting a lot of fun, a lot of cool cities to see, a lot of cool places, but a little less organization overall for me.
Yeah,
That's my opinion. Yeah.
it is said that like when European bands, I interview them when they go to America, like you have to start on time and to finish on time.
Yeah.
If you go out for 1 minute, it's terrible and blah
Yeah.
blah. So yeah. Yeah.
It is.
And this year at Motocultor, there is one band, Extreme. They played many more songs, like 6 minutes more. I was like, wow, for an American band, it's very weird.
That's weird. Yeah.
Yeah, anyway. Okay. Next question. How about, because of course we have to talk about the last album you
Yeah.
are going to defend. So, what's your favorite track on the album?
Oh, fuck.
Yeah,
I
that's the
guess,
tricky question.
yeah. Well, I'd say probably The Siege, the opening track.
Okay,
Yeah, because it's massive. It's like a punch in the face, you know?
okay. And you like punch in the face. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Italian style.
Oh, I see. No, it's an important question because actually, you play in a band where you got an all kind of community and there are also newcomers. So it's always the question of how do you, as an artist, when you compose music and when you do that, how do you balance the fact that you get, of course, to satisfy people that are here since more than 20 years, that have probably some expectations and
Yeah,
kind
of course.
of comers.
Yeah, of course. I mean, luckily we have Maki in the band, the bass player, and he's main songwriter in the band. He's there since day zero of Lacuna Coil, so he's got the clear idea of, where to go with an album. And of course, I contribute in like some riffs, mostly on synth parts and orchestra, whatever. I'm a big sound nerd. And now we have Danny, the new guitar player, and he's also a very audio nerd, pretty much like me. So yeah, it's something that Mati take the most care of because he has the idea where to go. He starts with a concept and you work around with it, you know. So of course the sound evolved like a lot in the last albums. We were more, let's say, melodic back in the days when I wasn't even in the band, but I was a fan. I was listening to the guys, and then I don't know, maybe I come from a symphonic death metal band, and so yeah, we got heavier, whatever. But it's part of a natural evolution,
Mm,
But I think that the core, it's still the Lacuna Coil core,
mm. And talking a bit more about your involvement and implication. So I saw that you had a band before. How did you join Lacuna Coil?
Well, it's kind of weird because well, with my old band, we've been produced by Maki. It was
Mm.
like 2013, 2014. I Yeah, more than 10 years ago. I was a kid. And yeah, kind of.
Kind of.
I look older, I know. And
Yes.
yeah, we've been asked to tour with Lacuna Coil in 2016 as an opening band. We did a whole European run with them. And in that period, I joined like Lacuna Coil for like uh, like replacing Ryan for one gig or whatever because he couldn't come to Europe for whatever reason. And so yeah, I played with them. That we were friends basically. We knew each other for long times. And when Ryan left, uh, I was the first guy who was being asked to do that. You know, and I remember that I was doing another tour in that period. It was 2018 or whatever, and I was doing the tour as an opening band for. We were opening for Evergrey at the time, and in the night I was like writing the drum parts for Black Anima and waking up super early in the morning for the load in, load out, blah blah blah, whatever, and repeat for 2 months. Then I had like 1 week to learn the songs and record the album, and 1 week to learn other 25 songs for the set list for the festivals. So I guess that was kind of my audition for the band, let's say. Yeah.
That's a cool story, actually.
Yeah.
Just to go back on one thing you said. So, during 2 months, you were writing for a band, learning for a band, and playing with another band.
Yep.
How do you do as an individual musician, just to do that and keep things separating?
Oh well, it's kind of natural to me. I mean, I have a severe OCD on everything, like Pokemon, video games. I tend to be very precise on everything I do and very, very, you know, very focused on things. So I knew I had that job to do, and I was like switching. It was like a kill switch in my brain. Like, okay, I finished the evening. I did the meet and greet with the fan. I did the show. I did the shower. Most important thing. I had a couple beers. Switch, and I was working on a on my MacBook. Yeah, so uh, I think that if you want to be a musician nowadays, it's very very difficult, and you have to be like that. Dedicated. You have to dedicate your time, dedicate your full energy to it. Otherwise, you're not gonna make it. Even if you do like this, you have like 99% of the chance of not making it. So
Hmm. Going back on your personal background, I saw because I did my job actually. I
yeah,
checked you did music studies, right?
Yep.
Okay. You make specific studies in the drums.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I was studying in a musical academy. Yeah.
Okay, so you were sure you want to be a drummer.
Yeah, of course, since I was like 15 years old.
Yes, of course, but sometimes it's not that
Yeah.
obvious.
No, yeah. Actually, I was sure that I wanted to become a musician when I was 15, pretty much. When I was with my father, I remember he was driving and he was like, "Okay, you have to listen to this." And he put Led Zeppelin 2 in
Oh,
the car, and I was like, "The fuck is this? That's
I don't
so
know.
these balloons.
I don't,
What is this shit?" Oh, it's a MacBook thing, I
I
guess.
don't have any filter on Zoom, I swear. So,
Well, actually,
okay.
it happened. It happened another time when I was doing like a video
You,
call or
you
whatever. And if you do like this, yeah,
why?
there it is. There it is. I
My
don't
God, it's
know.
not me.
I don't know how to turn it off. I'm a boomer. I don't know.
Okay, that was so fun. I told
Yeah,
you it was supposed to be fun.
it is kind of. Well,
Kind of, so
anyway,
it is. So let's play two. Let's just say two, okay? No show
yeah,
anything.
okay, yeah. It was Led Zeppelin 2, and yeah, I was like shocked about the album, about the songs, about the sound of the drum. It was the
Yeah.
very first thing that hit me. And yeah, later that year, I was like, I should try to play drum. Let's see if it works. And so I did. Started to study, in my hometown with a drum teacher. It started like pretty much like everyone. You start to study and whatever. And then when I finished my main studies, whatever you call what is like secondary school, whatever.
Yeah.
When when I- when I was 18, pretty
Yeah.
much. Yeah. Okay. And yeah, I decided that I wanted to study professionally for music.
Interesting. So, the drums is your instrument. Who are your main influence as a drummers?
I'd say Mike Portnoy from Dream Theater.
Okay, he's very, very
Yeah.
great. No, because my face don't looks like I think he's great, but he's just so great.
Yeah. I mean, to me, he's the most influential drummer in the
Oh no,
last.
it's Danny Carey, of course.
It's Danny Carey. Yeah, he's the second probably. Yeah,
Yeah.
to me at least.
Yes.
But I guess that I was very, very impressed with Dream Theater and Mike Portnoy, and so yeah, I tried to emulate everything when I was a kid. Like back in the days, there was no YouTube or videos or TikTok or Instagram. There was nothing. You had to buy the DVD.
Yes, I remember.
Yeah, and so I did. And so I was buying DVDs, playing the DVDs in my TV, which was in my parents' living room upstairs. And so I had to watch like 30 seconds of a song,
And
try
you
to
played.
memorize, going down and play. That was a real struggle, you know.
And it was Dream
And
Theater. Wow. What an
yeah,
ambition.
yeah. I wanted to start it, heavy. But of course, I was already playing the drum for like 2, 3 years, whatever. To me, that was the big step up because I was already playing like Korn and Limp Bizkit and some Slipknot here and there, System of a Down, all the new metal here era.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, I switched. Something switched on me when I listened to Mike Portnoy, and then other drums are like Chris Adler from Lamb of God, and nowadays there is Matt Alpern from Periphery. Those are some of my favorite.
That
Yeah,
is just so great.
yeah,
And you said that for when you compose music, like for instance with Lacuna Coil, there is Maki that does most of the job. But I assume that you have the possibility, of course, to make your own business with the drums. So,
yep,
which kind of elements bring your creativity to the album? Because you were talking about also video games or this kind of thing. So, where do you find your influence to do so?
Pretty much in everything that I find interesting at some point. You know, sometimes can be a film, sometimes can be a video game, sometimes can be like go out and on a hike on the mountain. You know, it's very very different. And I don't have a really specific mindset about it. It's just sometimes you're just in the mood when you're doing something and you're not really caring about it. You know, I remember that it is not related to Lacuna Coil, but it was for my former band, and I was the main writer at at that point. And one day I used to be a smoker. I used to smoke cigarettes, and I was just outside smoking a cigarette, and there was this massive Italian church right in front of me, you know, and everything was like lighted by the city lights, and was everything had this orange color around it, and I still remember that moment because I was like, "Fuck, this is good," and I picked up my guitar and I started riffing. I can barely play some guitars, you know, just for the sake of writing, and I know. And it was something that I was super used to see because it was like in front of my parents' house. So it was something super common to me and
Yeah,
never took care of it. But, you know,
yeah,
so sometimes things it hits you differently.
yeah. So that special moment.
Yeah.
That's so great. Okay. Question for you also as a drummer. Do you have some fun anecdote from touring?
Oh, well, I have like a lot.
A lot, but I've heard there is something with corn at Hellfest, right?
Yeah. Uh,
What happened? So
yeah. Okay. Well, I'm still sorry about that, but uh,
you don't look like you're sorry.
no, no, that was fun indeed. But yeah, I was. We played the Hellfest. It was 2022, 2023. I don't remember. And we were playing like some bands before Korn. So I had enough time to empty all the budget that I had for drinks in my bracelet and to refill it. So I was, let's say, I was kind of drunk, and there are pictures that can prove it. And at some point, we were invited by Korn to, see the show from from the
Yeah.
stage because the other guys knows Korn from a long time. I really wanted to see, Ray playing the drums because he's one of my hero.
Yeah.
And so I walked on stage with this beer in my hand, this massive beer in my hand, and I was totally shit faced. And I was walking like I was going literally on stage without even noticing. And a guy from the security of Korn stopped me like this, like kind of punched. He didn't punch me at all.
Yeah.
He was like, "Hey, stop! You cannot go there. You have a beer." And so I like drank it straight in front of him.
Yeah. Okay.
I gave it to him. Like, oh, okay, yeah, you can take it. And I started to walk again. And yeah, at that point, luckily there was Andrea, my singer, that he picked me from the back like this. And was like, no, okay, guys, this is not a big deal. He's gonna go out. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure that it would have been punched so bad.
And you've been kicked out, so
Yeah.
so you did not see the show from the
No,
stage.
actually, later I did. Later I did, but for maybe 15 minutes, I was like kicked out.
Okay. 15 minutes.
Yeah, pretty
That's
much.
that's pretty good. Okay. So, okay, we'll notice that and maybe one day. Great. For the next tour, so let's go back on more serious thing. So, for the next tour, how did you prepare?
Well, I'm very bad in this
Okay.
because I'm not the kind of drummer that do warm ups or nothing. I do literally nothing. I'm gonna regret it for sure. But for now, I'm not saying I'm lazy, but my way to concentrate for the show is different. We have like 1 hour before the show when we do the makeup, we do everything, and so you enter the mindset. I do some basic stretching thing, but not really too much. And when I'm at home, basically I try to play every day I can, but it's not every day. I try to rehearse one set list a day whenever I can, but that's just it. Yeah,
Hmm. Yeah,
nothing very specific. I know drummers that do gym or that follow a diet or whatever. I'm Italian. I like wine, and you know,
drink
cannot do that.
beer. Yeah, we know now.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, also, I cannot do that.
I know.
I try to stay as professional as I can, of course, but I don't follow any specific thing. Yeah,
Mm-mm-mm. Talking about the makeup, that's an important thing with the aesthetic of
hmm
Lacuna Coil. Long time ago, there was not. Now it's definitely part of the identity of the band.
yeah,
What's the relationship? Because of course it's part of you going into the mood before you go on stage, but for people who listen to you, it's also part of the identity of the band. They can associate with. In some show, I saw people like doing the same
yeah.
exact genre. So, what's your relationship with like this kind of art? Because it's different from music, but it's definitely part of that.
Yeah, it's definitely a part of the show.
Hmm.
When you have your image, you have to bring that image also on the show. It's not that you do a photo session with the makeup and then that's it. And I don't know when they started putting the makeup. I guess it was back in 2016, 15, 16, probably in Delirium. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I was not in the band.
Yeah.
And I entered and it was like, oh, okay, I should do the makeup. I cannot do that because I'm very, very bad in drawing and everything. I have very, very bad coordination on my eyes and hands. I'm
That's
super
very
bad
hard
in this.
for a drummer, no?
It is. It is. It is. I cannot dance. I cannot do like gymnastic or whatever thing. I'm the. I'm very bad in it, but somehow I can play the drum. That's I don't know why. Maybe it's because when you move, you produce sound,
Yeah.
and so I'll just listen to the sound. But I'm very. If you now ask me, yeah, you raise up your right hand and your left leg. I cannot do that. I have to think about it. So, but yeah, talking about the question is, yeah, it's just part of our identity and part of our of the image that we are trying to give from years now. It's part of the show. It's everything. It's different with the makeup.
And you do it yourself and you
Yeah,
decide it yourself.
yeah. I had to learn.
Yeah, of course. How hard it is to make up, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And is there a specific signification, or it was just like, okay, let's random something that looks good on me and we'll see.
Oh well, it started like random. Because yeah, when I joined the band, I had like 1 day to think about what I should do. So it was like random. But then I was. I'm not saying that I was inspired by something, but I started you know, to watch some specific movies, specific anime, whatever, and so I kind of made it natural to me from something that from stimulus that arrived from here and there. You know,
That's great.
yeah,
And when you are on stage playing the show, because like at Motocultor, for instance, the show was kind of short because it was on a festival, not
Yeah,
like touring. So of course you played like something like 1 hour or something. How do you
yeah,
decide which song do you put on the set list or not? It was kind of like,
yeah,
making everyone happy, new song, all songs, these kind of things. Because here,
yeah. I
clearly
mean,
it
you
was
can.
new songs.
Yeah, I mean,
New.
when you have an album out, you try to play
Yeah.
as many new songs as you can, and because you have to promote the album. But at the same time, you have. I mean, we have almost 30 years of history, so we cannot skip so many things, you know. And so we try to make our best to balance the show. I mean, not in terms of playing new or old songs, but in terms of the mood of the show. So, for example, we want to start heavy, then we want to slow it down a little bit in the center. We want to make something more atmospheric for whatever reason, and then we want to punch again at the end. You set a mood and you decide the songs. That's pretty much it.
Mm,
It's very different from festivals and from
yeah, of
our own show.
course.
In a festival, you also try to see what kind of festival you're playing, and you adjust the set list on that. We played like a super gothic festival, and we played more gothic songs. We played more metal festival. We tried to put some more heavy stuff. Not changing too much, I mean, but adjusting.
Yeah, because you can't, of course, you have both festival and tour. You can learn every song and change it like.
Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm. And shall we expect some surprise on the tour?
On the tour, well, I'd say yes because I mean, last time it
You want
was,
us to come, right?
yeah.
You say yes because
What?
you want us to come, of course, and we'll come.
Yeah, that's of course, but of course there will be surprise because last time it was 2019, so a lot of
Yeah.
things happened in the last 6 years, and so the show is different. We have basically two new albums that we have to play in Europe. So
Mm.
yeah,
Okay, so we have to show up to see it by ourselves.
yeah, of course, of course.
Okay. Are there some, just a very curious question, are there some songs that you don't like to play?
There
That's
are,
the tricky question.
yeah, there are,
Oh.
there are.
Okay, that's the end of the sentence.
Yeah, that's the end. Yeah.
You'll never know. Okay. So,
No, it's not that. It's not because I don't like those songs. It's just that maybe I'm playing that for too long,
yeah, yeah.
and
You
so
can be bored and you want to change a little.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, exactly.
Okay, great. Okay, well, that's super, super interesting. Is there something that you want to add for people who are looking at Loud TV and saying, hey, Lacuna Coil is going on tour?
Yeah, you say it better than me. So yeah, we are coming on tour in Europe, UK, this fall from October to December, and I really hope you guys gonna show up because you guys have been missed for long.
Oh,
Definitely.
that's nice.
Yeah, yeah,
Thank you so much.
yeah. No, thank you for this.
Thank you for the interview. See you soon.
Thank you. See ya.